So this was an interesting one, and I'm surprised how much I am enjoying this whole Tomie thing here. I've never been a fan or never read anything by Junji Ito. I said that in my review recently of the first Tomie movie from 1998, which I did enjoy. So I ended up and I had to track these movies down. You can't find them anywhere. We have this second installment called Tomie Another Face, which originated as a 3-episode series in 1999. And after that, the 3 episodes were edited together into a movie. It's only an hour plus long. You have 3 segments. I don't have much to say about it, but I did really enjoy it. One thing I have to give a shout out to is the actress who plays Tomie. Runa Nagai, I think that's how you pronounce it. I can be completely wrong, as always with Japanese stuff. She does a fantastic job in this movie. She carries the whole film. And I like how, again, I don't know anything about the manga. So if anyone is a fan of the manga series and knows their shit on it, by all means, leave info in the comments. But in this movie, we see a lot more of Tomie being very charming and seeing how quickly men become obsessed with her. How she can go from so charming and so kind and so sweet to just vindictive and cruel and evil and just psychologically manipulating. All of that you see much more in this film, or, whatever, anthology film, than you do in the original Tomie. The 3 segments are fun. I don't know if I'd rewatch this movie anytime soon, because once you see the stories, they're pretty self-explanatory. There's not too much that's left ambiguous, except, a lot of things to do with Tomie herself. In the first segment, you have Tomie at a school showing up dead, and her boyfriend is all distraught about it. Tomie ends up coming back, and everyone is in disbelief, and then it goes on from there. I don't want to spoil too much, if you can even track this movie down. The second segment, you have a photographer who took pictures of the most beautiful woman he's ever seen in his life, which he didn't know at the time was Tomie, and he was never able to recapture that beauty ever again in his photography. Then he meets a woman, Tomie, and he starts obsessing how she looks just like the same woman from all those years ago. And you see some cool imagery in this specific segment, but through all of them, especially the last one too. And in this segment, we find out there can be more than one Tomie at the same time. Throughout the first 2, you have Ota, a man wearing an eye patch, who shows up briefly throughout the first 2 episodes or segments, whatever. But once you get to the 3rd episode, he starts playing a much bigger role. He gives a lot of exposition. While not explaining everything, he explains, well enough that you should understand most of what's going on. This movie is a lot more straightforward than the original Tomie, and I really enjoyed it. Like I said, I'm very surprised. I don't know why, but I am, with how much I'm enjoying this whole idea of Tomie. And I did watch Uzumaki maybe 4 or 5 days ago, which I've never seen, and again, have no investment, no knowledge of Junji Ito's work. And I fucking loved Uzumaki. So that movie is getting a review very soon. It's on my list. Have you seen Tomie Another Face? If so, you most likely are a fucking thief and stole it somewhere, because again, you can't find it unless there's some physical media release, which I didn't check into. Let me know your thoughts on it if you're a Tomie fan. Leave all your Tomie thoughts below.